Hi, I'm Chris Levesque. We chose Adult Learners and Technology. Manny Diaz will discuss who adult learners associate with. Chris Winslow will examine the way we communicate with adult learners. Katelyn Davenport will assess how adults learn, and David Bollig will show how we teach adult learners.
Who adult learners associate with. Adult learners tend to surround themselves with like-minded people, often students in the same major or program. This helps them to stay on track because everyone around them is working on the same or very similar goals that they are. It also improves morale because they are surrounded by people excited about pursuing these similar goals and are celebrating the same small victories. Adult learners also understand the value of having good relationships with their professors. Maintaining such relationships can help them in their future plans if they need a letter of recommendation or a recommendation for a job. Adult learners do not associate with shady characters or people who are likely to get them into trouble. Instead, they are careful about who they associate with because they understand that surrounding themselves with the wrong people can be detrimental to their academic goals. Collaboration is a product of adult learners understanding the value of associating with other students in the program. This collaboration allows them to learn from each other, especially the approaches and technology that their colleagues might be using. Adult learners tend to take a more mature approach to academics and do not need the same amount of supervision that younger learners do. Adult learners are very big on supporting each other, and they understand the value of one another's endorsements in the job market. They understand that obtaining a good job is not easy, and they want to be prepared for anything. Surrounding themselves with people in the same field that they are also makes it so that adult learners have access to the same information, such as job opportunities, that their colleagues do. Aligning the people they associate with and their academic goals creates a streamline effect for adult learners, where most of their interactions work to build relationships that turn into resources when they are pursuing these academic goals. All pictures taken from Google Images.
How do we communicate? I will be discussing the devices used to communicate with adult learners. Adult learners communicate in a variety of different ways. A couple of ways that adult learners communicate are through cell phones, tablets, laptops, and computers. Adult learners learn to communicate through tablets. They're used to communicate with other classmates, faculty, and staff. With the various apps that are already downloaded and can be downloaded onto a tablet, adult learners are capable of communicating in a variety of ways. They can create presentations, such as this one, share emails amongst each other, with faculty and other staff members, as well as their classmates. Adult learners have the capability to have instant communication with one another through tablets. Laptops have been used as a form of communication for many years now. With laptops, adult learners are able to email, check their online communication tools, such as Blackboard, and use a variety of apps to create projects and presentations that will benefit them in the technology world that is expanding even as we speak. College funding can have a dramatic effect on how technology is used in organizations such as higher technology. A lack of funding creates challenges, and it can also create hesitation when colleges need to keep up to date with the current technology. Other colleges and organizations that can afford the newest technology will greatly benefit off of those that cannot. With a lack of funding, organizations can fall behind other organizations. Employees, faculty and staff, and classmates alone can be affected by a lack of funding. The way adult learners learn best is through a clear and accurate form of communication. Technology can provide this. It is important to remember that feedback, as well as communicating through technology, is essential as well. Adult learners benefit greatly through good feedback from other classmates, faculty, and staff so that they can better understand what they can expand on, learn from, improve, and grow from what they have learned in their organization.
Malcolm Knowles uses his theory of andragogy to explain how adults learn. Technology is used everywhere. Many adults are going back to school to enhance their skills and learn new skills. We can see that Knowles' theory assumes 4 different designs of learning. The first is, adults need to know why they need to learn something. Naturally, job opportunities decrease for adults if they have not moved with the technology change over the years. Going to school is beneficial to gain new technology skills. The second assumption is that adults need to learn experientially. Using technology hands-on for adults will help them learn tremendously. Technology does not only come in the form of applications, cell phone, or computers. We have high-fidelity simulation lab where I work. It's where nursing students can practice on simulators without hurting real patients. I have heard over and over how much hands-on experience helps my adult students retain information. The third assumption is adults approach learning as problem solving. Technology can help problem-based learning. This can include fun applications for work, like the Google animation we created in class, or simulations that can be used to help solve problems. And finally, the fourth assumption is adults learn best when the topic is of immediate value. We discussed the changes in technology and how it can hinder adults if they do not keep up with it. Adults looking to further their careers, gain valuable skills, or switch career paths will see the immediate value. Although technology is now less expensive than before, some adults still struggle with the personal funding of technology. Technology and income go hand in hand, and this means that some adult learners will not be able to afford devices such as smartphones, tablets, computers. Not only could this be problematic for adult learners, programs and applications can cost money as well. Google is great because a lot of their applications are free. Microsoft Office, however, is not. Most of the laptops do not have Microsoft Office installed anymore when one purchases them. Some applications can be free for a period of time. Others will be free until you want to, quote-unquote, unlock other parts of the application. This can hinder some of the adult population as they're trying to keep up with technology. For a company or higher education institution, funding could be problematic for the adults as well. If the college or university does not have the technological resources for the students, it'll be harder for them to understand advances and retain information. Some colleges do go above and beyond in this category, but not all can because of the lack of funding at the state level or endowments they receive. Our state-of-the-art simulation lab prepares the nursing students for the future and for what they do not get experience in the clinicals. This helps with our NCLEX rates after they graduate. All in all, if the adult student is motivated to learn and they have the resources available, most will take on that challenge.
Next, we'll look at how to provide instruction to adult learners. Adult learners are looking for different types of things in the type of instruction that they receive compared to the traditional aged learner. Adult learners have a specific goal in mind. In order to get them to learn, the topic being taught must be very specific and tailored to what they want to learn. Adult learners also need to be involved in the decision-making process on what, how, and when they learn. Next, the material given to the adult learner must give them the desire to gain something, be something, do something, or save something. Some of the basic principles for teaching adult learners are: treat them like an adult. This is a group of individuals that's interested in the topic being taught, and they have a lot of experience that they're bringing to the classroom. They're able to share real-life work experiences with the class. These examples will help them relate better to the material, along with helping traditional age students relate to the adult learner and to what they'll experience when they're out in the workforce. Second, remember that there can be a technology gap. Not all adult learners are as experienced with technology as their traditional age counterparts. Remember that the adult learner is there to improve themselves, and they want to understand how the technology works and ways that can improve their work life, but they may not pick up on it as quickly. When instructing an adult learner, it may take additional conversations and explaining concerning the technology that will be used. It may be necessary to spend some extra time during or after class to help an adult learner understand the technology. Next, adult learners typically have additional obligations that their traditional age counterparts don't. Adult learners generally have full-time jobs, and some may also have kids. Because of these additional obligations, adult learners are looking for efficiency in the classroom. They want a class that will cover the necessary information, but not go into a lot of busy work. It's also helpful if adult learners have time during class or labs to work on homework. Allowing all adult learners the opportunity can help ease the stress of having these multiple obligations.